audience. Hello, my name is Winnie Runyons, and I will be presenting about the Amish Mennonite culture. Who lives like no one else? No electricity, no technology, unlike any other culture. We have all probably heard of or seen this culture. This culture is vastly different. The Britannica Online Encyclopedia states, as has often been said, the Amish are in the world but not really of it, as they try, in their simple and placid ways, to maintain the greatest possible separation from the rest of society. They want to be different. They want to be separate from everything else. They're really different. History. They have originated from Pennsylvania. They speak Dutch, but mainly now speak English since they live all over the United States. There are more than 225,000 Amish living in 28 U.S. states, says the Learning and Leading with Technology article that I found. There are two types of Amish. There is Old Order and New Order. The Old Order is mainly old-fashioned, more traditional. And New Order, they allow new stuff. They allow some people to have technology, cars, such things like that, and they allow them to have newer stuff. They have very strong beliefs, very primitive, don't want to be around anybody that's not in their community of the part of the United States that they live. Their religion, they're mainly all Christians, no technology. As they are mostly Christians, since they don't have technology, they don't really have the stuff that you would need to worship, say a microphone or an actual church. They mainly meet other people's houses in their communities, or say a schoolhouse that they have built for the children to go to school. And so I assume you have to have someone who can talk really, really loud in for a big group of people when you go to worship. They have a very specific code, and like if you break this code, they will disown you. You have to move out of the community that you live in, whatever state that you were in, and they will never talk to your family, will never talk to you again. Nobody in the community will talk to you again. They won't even say your name. They won't act like they know you. They will just banish you, blank you out, blot you out of their lives completely. Way of life. Mainly, they dress plain. The men wear mainly dark plain pants with plain button-up short sleeve, long sleeve shirts. They wear suspenders some of the time. They have plain shoes. The women wear bonnets as to keep their hair up in buns so the bonnet can hide their hair. And they grow their hair. Some New Orders, New Order women, they do cut their hair. But most, they let it grow. They don't ever cut it. That's why they keep it in really tight buns and then they put it under a bonnet. They wear plain dresses and plain shoes. Not really, they don't ever wear makeup or do any preppy stuff to themselves. Jobs, mainly the women, they do stuff at home. Per se, they milk the cow and put it in a jug like this or any other useful jug. They make butter from that milk in a contraption like this, which is a butter churn. They can foods such as jellies of all kinds and flavors. They can pickles, okra, anything. They sew quilts to sell, and even some of the men or women make quilt racks for the quilts. They sell in the communities, in little stores. Other people from outside of the community who are not Amish, they can come in and buy the goods that they make and such. Also, the men, they can shave up until they get married. After they get married, they don't shave. They grow their beards out. I assume up until the day that they die. This culture is an amazingly different culture. It is actually down the road there is a community, and I've actually been there, been to the store. It is amazing how they can live that way. And we buy milk from them. It's actually very good. G.C. Waldrop stated, the Amish are an internally diverse and culturally dynamic group. They deserve to be known. They deserve to be heard. Their beliefs deserve to be understood, known, seen by all.